and I said, well, then would you allow her to say, hey, babe, I want your friend or whoever?
Yeah.
And he was like, no. And then I said, well, he's like, but then I equally wouldn't ask her to do it with her friend.
I'm from Manassas. That's ain't a lot. It's a lot that goes on in this city.
It's a lot that goes on in the world, guys.
But then again, also, remember, it's like the fantasy sometimes is better than the reality because, you know,
100%.
Emotions, all that stuff is involved. You might want...
I think you open Pandora. I say this all the time.
Normally, there's a lot of alcohol involved.
No, but I'm saying sometimes we think we want certain experience, and then if you share it with someone you're really close to, it could really ruin your relationship.
I will say this, and I know we get crazy on this show, and we talk a lot of smack and a lot of dirty stuff, but we are serious about a lot of things before you do something. Not everybody has the mindset of like Jeff and can separate and this and that. I mean, he's special in that way, and I mean that. You're opening Pandora's box, and you better be prepared for what you get. Because I've seen it, and it's just it can be a challenge. So
me personally, I've never been like, oh my God, a threesome, but I'm not one to be like, if it happens, like if two girls want to do it, I'm not gonna be like, no.
Sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't intentionally do it with a guy.
No. I don't think I would do it. First of all, I wouldn't do it with a guy, period. Okay. But I don't think I would do it if I was in a serious relationship.
Okay.
If my woman would say she wants a threesome with another girl, I wouldn't do it.
Good for you. Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of guys would say different.
Would you watch?
I would push back at first. I would make her like really
tell her yes.
Because a lot of people they see the fantasy about it, and in the moment it sounds good. Like, think about that.
And I think when you get more experience, and if you're with a partner, you'll know if that. So my answer to the question, I think somebody asked me on the show before. I can't remember who asked if I would ever do stuff like that again, and I said I'm not saying never, but it's not something I'm going out now. In 5 years in, I might be like, yeah, let's fucking do it. Yeah. But you have to feel safe with that person. You have to know that the fantasy is going to live up. I'm not wasting my fucking time.
Yeah.
So I want to know how you are. Like, trust me, you can tell a lot from a person and their maturity level. And then you got to be very careful about feelings and opening Pandora's box. So I'm not saying never. I think it's a slippery slope in terms of relationships, right?
And there's a small percentage, right, just that could only really live that lifestyle.
Oh, yeah.
Really small
The amount of friends I have that are couples that truly live it, I've only seen 2 last, and one of them's at least 20 years older than me.
Yeah.
And they're awesome. And I mean, like friends, I can't speak for everybody.
Correct.
Like last and healthy relationship, not, crazy all the time. So, Jeff, would you agree? I think we had this conversation.
Yes.
That's cap, definitely.
No,
I mean,
I'm sorting through some of the matchmaking stuff.
Yeah,
I was sort of listening, but yeah, all that stuff you have to. It's got to be right for you, and both people have to understand it, and it can't be only one person wants it and the other one's doing it for them.